Shout out to RealToonTV, you hear me? Rocking with BHY. Show.
Hey, RealToon, there's some real money in the room.
All right, man, today on RealToonTV, we got a very special guest, the namesake of a Baton Rouge legend, hip-hop pioneer, founder of TBG, Lil Ivy, man. Lil Ivy Jr. in the house. Man, how you doing today, Doc?
I'm cool. I'm peaceful. I got my pink on.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, show, man. Well, before we get into anything, man, tell us what's new in the life. What you got going on?
Really the same old shit. You heard me, getting to this money, staying out the way. You heard me? And getting this new music ready to put out. You heard me?
Okay.
I got a whole bunch of new shit in the drop. You heard me? Real talk. That's about it.
Sure. Are you serious with the music? You taking it serious?
Yeah, I'm taking it serious. You know, I'm just getting off. Right now, it look like I'm off the scene, you heard me? Because I'm just getting all my ducks in a row, you heard me? But you know how that shit be, but.
Right.
Well, gotta get all the business, gotta get all the business in order first before you just press the gas, you know what I'm saying?
Right, before you mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, we'll get into all of that. You're from Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How was it growing up in Baton Rouge?
Growing up was good for me, you heard me? I ain't really too much, you know what I'm saying? Have to go through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? I moved to Atlanta, you heard me? My mama moved us to Atlanta, you heard me? When I was younger.
Like how old?
You know what I'm saying? She moved us to Atlanta when I was like, what? About 1, 2. You heard me? And then I came back. I went to middle school. In Baton Rouge. And then that's when I started rapping. I started rapping around 8th grade. You heard me? And then went to ninth. You heard me? But when I signed my deal, you heard me? I said, fuck that shit. You heard me? So I started fucking with that rap. You heard me? Since then, it just been up with that rap.
Okay. Let's rewind a little bit. When you say it wasn't hard for you, like why? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My mama made so shit happen. She was the mama and the daddy. She made sure a lot of shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit that the kids around me and where I was from, you know what I'm saying, had to go through. I didn't have to go through because she, you know what I'm saying, she felt that void, you know what I'm saying? She made sure everything was good. She made sure everything was how it was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, was it just you and your mom?
It was me. I got 2 other sisters too. Okay. It was me and 2 other sisters. She made sure that shit happened for all 3 of us.
Right. And
my uncles.
Your father, he passed before you was born.
Yeah.
So how was that for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know me, I didn't grow up with a dad because my dad was in jail. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really get a relationship till he got out. With you say it was still all good, even with just mom.
Mm-hmm. Shit, you know, like that's like shit, that like fucking up, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got their daddy, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely did, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he was here, a lot of shit wouldn't be how it was, you know what I'm saying?
What do you feel like will be different?
How I would, first of all, it'd be different by the how niggas move, you know what I'm saying? How in our circle move should be different, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas wouldn't be doing what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything would be like more, not to say everything out of order not, but most shit would be intact, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit wouldn't be how a lot of shit wouldn't go down how it's going down, you know what I'm saying? Right now.
Why do you feel like that is? Like, why do you feel like he would be able to bridge that gap?
Shit, cause ain't nobody like him. Ain't no who out here could do what he do or do what he did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if he was here, he was before his time. You know what I'm saying? If he was here, you know what I'm saying? You know, I really can't even explain this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at? You know what I'm saying?
I'm following you. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I'm following you.
you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
right.
all I can say.
Right. Well, how do you think, as far as your life, will be different?
My life, I probably wouldn't even be rapping. I probably wouldn't even have. I wouldn't even have to rap. I know for a fact I wouldn't have to rap. I know for a fact I wouldn't be rapping. I probably, if I wanted to rap, he probably let me. You hear me? But far as like, God got to rap to do this to, you know what I'm saying? Keep the name alive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The case may be. I wouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just wouldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I interviewed a guy by the name of Big Head Dome Doctor, and he expressed how just stand up your father was.
See, me and his relationship was like day one, you know, and so I was so, you know, like I was all in from day one. Like it was Ivory, Bucky, Tavares, to Lawrence. It wasn't just Ivory. It's 4 of them. All of them dead. Rest in peace. And but it was all of them. You know, I was in with all of them, but he was the one that was more of he was more of the guy, you know. And that question you asked, bro, I can't say, because like I say, I would have named, I probably would have did the same thing, because like when I used to be hungry, bro, and the dude used to sneak me food over the gate, bro, like that type of shit, you know. And our relationship developed from there, you know. Like when I say like come on, bro, come over here, our lights off, you know, I'm sleeping at their house, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. So it was deep from there, you know. Like bro, it was deep from there. And when he heard that I was dealing with Boosie, he was, you know, he was happy, he was proud. But once he realized I wasn't getting paid like I was supposed to, he felt some type of way. He was like he was gonna try to make that work. So what he did was, for somehow him and Boosie got real close real fast, because all this took place while I was in jail. So in the process of but see, now Ivory josing me the whole way. So I'm knowing every step of the way what's going on now. I know more what's going on now with Trill than I knew at any point, because Ivory was dealing with Boosie at this point.
And that seems to also be the general consensus too. Like most people would say, like, you know, Lil Ivy would stand up. What kind of impact do you think he had on the Baton Rouge scene, specifically in music?
I know he had a big impact on and he ain't, cause you know he ain't get to rap, really pursue his rap career how he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I know how he pursued. I know how he made these move, and how he made these niggas dress, like far as swag and in the streets. You know what I'm saying? How move and shit like that. You hear me? All that shit come from him. You know what I'm saying?
Like how niggas dressing, like
all that shit back then, with the headbands, with the throwbacks, all that shit was him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't, you know, you hear me? No one coming how he was coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know what I'm saying?
What that was. Yeah. Well, he also founded TBG.
Yeah.
When we think of TBG, one of the first artists that comes to mind is G Money. Did you know G Money personally?
Yeah. I was around when I was a kid. I was around him when I was like, 4, 5. You hear me?
Yeah.
All the way up to, you know what I'm saying, the point. You know what I'm saying? I was always around. Just because I moved out of BR don't mean I wasn't there for months. I used to go back for summers, weeks, miss weeks from school, going out there. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you hear me? I was with my uncles most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah. How was he like as a person?
Shit, he was loving. You hear me? Loving, caring. You hear me? Real stand up. You hear me? Give you his last. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Genuine.
Tell us something that like cause you know the fans see one thing, but then in real life it'd be another. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any stories or situations. You know what I'm saying? But tell us a story or memory that you have of him.
Was at the motherfucker. We went to Taco Bell one time, but I was a kid though. We went to Taco Bell one time. I ain't had no money. I ordered something, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't had no money. I know I ain't had no money going on the way to the window. So before we even got to the window, I'm in the, you know, everybody got that little spot in their car where they keep all their quarters and their coins. I'm in there. I done hustled. My shit was about $5-6.
Yeah, you on the side of the door.
I done hustled up. I got about $3-4 already before we get to the motherfucker. Before we get to the window, you hear me? He look at me, he like, man, what the fuck is you doing, man? Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm getting this money so I can pay for my order and shit, you hear me? So he like, man, you tripping, man. You know I'm finna pay for your motherfucking food, man. Oh, and another time, you heard me, we had motherfucking, what it was, we had a little go-kart place in Baton Rouge, you heard me? We had a little go-kart place, motherfucker. So I'm riding the go-kart, you heard me? And I hit, and I'm riding the go-kart, you heard me? You know, when they'll slow your go-kart down, you heard me? When it's coming to the last lap, you know what I'm saying? So we come to that last lap, everybody and slowed down, everybody in the line at the front, you heard me? But my still, you heard me? So I hit the last block, I'm punching that, you heard me? I done hit a white girl in the back of the go-kart hard as fuck, you hear me?
Right.
Boom. You hear me? Boom. So I did and walk up. I'm getting out there, I'm getting up, unbuckling everybody unbuckling out the go-kart, you hear me? Her daddy walk up to me, call me a dickhead or some shit, you hear me? You hear me? G-hop out that bitch, man, beat your stupid ass up out shit, you hear me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, who was you playing with, bitch? You hear my Uncle Will, you hear me? Like, man, let's go, man. Y'all tripping, man. You hear me? But yeah, though, you hear me? That's how that nigga is, though, you hear me? He just, yeah.
Right.
Everything you done hear about him true, you know what I'm saying? Besides the you know what I'm saying? But yeah, though. Yeah.
No, shit show. It seemed like a lot of stars blew up that had affiliations with his camp originally. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of wherever people ended up. You know,
camp?
G Money.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen Young Boy, Fredo, the list goes on. But after he dropped Letter to the Industry, like how did that impact the city?
It impacted the city, it impacted a lot of, you know, every artist got a different impact on a lot of different at different times, you know what I'm saying? So whoever that song impacted, you know what I'm saying, which it impacted a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? And how a lot of niggas move, like G2, he ain't the only, everybody that impact, the main ones, they done impacted a lot of people in BR at some point, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't tell you how, I can't tell you from which song, I just know that they have, you know what I'm saying?
Right. When you say the main, like who you talking about, like the Gates and the Boosies and the...
Yeah, everybody, like, yeah.
Right.
Everybody who got a name for themselves. I ain't got to call them out one by one, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, well, when you got the news that he was killed, how did it affect you?
It fucked me up, you know what I'm saying? It's just like another role model gone, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like another nigga that you look up to gone, you know what I'm saying? That shit hurt, you know that shit.
Yeah. Who were you looking up to?
Shit, I was looking up to all them niggas. I was looking up to G, my uncle, Five, Bang, all them niggas. I was around all them niggas. Them the main ones I was looking up to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
So Fredo was stand up in the city too?
Yeah, Bang was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bang was right there. Shit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's take it here. At some point you start rapping. How did that come about?
I just felt like that's what I wanted to do, bro.
Yeah. I saw like early in your career you were more like featured. You know what I'm saying? People like Lil Yoshi. Was he like a big figure in your life?
Yeah, he was the main one.
As far as what?
Who I looked up to, role model.
Yeah.
Yoshi, my cousin, my big cousin, Yoshi.
So like, are all y'all related in Baton Rouge for real? Like, it's starting to feel like, you know what I'm saying?
That's my cousin. That's my cousin. My cousin for sure. Yoshi. Me and him are related.
Yeah, like blood cousins.
Yeah.
Shit,
Five. That's my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Man, so how did Yoshi get you to get in the studio?
I was looking at Yoshi in the studio. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me want to get in the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He was going hard.
Yeah, and the studio, it was the studio out here too. Right. He was at the studio, you heard me? He came down here, he recorded like 2-3 songs. I'm like, man, let me record something. I'm like, man, I'm trying to record. He like, no, not right now. You heard me? He like, you can get in that bit that time. So, but the engineer heard me begging him, you heard me, to let me in the studio. You heard me? Like, I'm trying to make something.
Right.
I had the song made and everything, you heard me? So so Yoshi went back, and before we left the studio, the engineer was like, what's your Instagram? You heard me? And he went follow me, I followed him back, you heard me? So when Yoshi left, I fucked around and booked the session on my own about a week later. Right. I come back with 2 songs ready. There was that Uptown All Stars and that Baby Head Youngin'. Yeah. You heard me? They was my first 2 songs I ever made. I came back, I recorded them 2 at that studio. And that's how I just went from there. I just kept making them. Once I got some good feedback from them bitches, I kept going from there.
Man, at some point Yoshi starts blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was going crazy because, like I said, I wasn't tapped into the scene, but I would see people like Dallas Global posting. You know what I'm saying? He's going viral.
Yeah.
And then he ends up getting hit and booked, and I believe he was sentenced to like 12 years hard labor.
Yeah.
Man, when you got the call and you found that out, how did that impact you?
That's crazy, bro. But hey, he'll be home soon. Yeah, he'll be home soon. But you know that up. That sound bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you straight.
Yeah,
you straight.
Do he call in, check on y'all from time to time?
Yeah, talk to him often.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, as far as TBG, Fredo kind of, you know, well, I ain't gonna say changed it because I guess it been a label, but Fredo kind of took it.
No, he took this he put that on his back when he have to and took this to another level. What you mean when he didn't have to? Like when he got out of jail, like he didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? He took that to another level, you know what I'm saying? The TBG shit, he put that on his back, and the world, not saying the world ain't been knew about this shit, but like made the world know about this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's your relationship with Fredo? That's like my brother. I talk to him every other day. Talk to him every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So y'all were happy to see what he did with TBG. Yeah. Why wouldn't we? Yeah. I don't know. You know, niggas be hating, bro. Niggas be hating. Listen, niggas don't got nothing to do with what we got going on behind the scenes. We let and blogs paint the narratives all the they want. You heard me? Because they on the outside looking in. They supposed to go like that. You know what I'm saying? They not supposed to know what's going on behind closed doors. and it ain't for us to stress to let them know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Would you sign to Fredo?
Sign.
Yeah.
No, we don't do no paperwork. We all under the same brand, same label. You hear me? That's how that is.
What you mean, P?
What I said, we all under the same label, same brand. I'm not signing to him. He not signing to me. We not signing nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all just TBG.
Yeah, we TBG though.
Right.
Till we die.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You know, I'm trying to understand. Yeah, how that shit go, man. So, as far as like you know, you mentioned Lit Yoshi being, you know, kind of like a mentor at that time. And now would you say like Fredo stepped up and kind of been role modeling and, you know, just showing you the ropes as far as in the rap go?
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but like both of them this shit been before Yoshi got, you heard me, locked up. You heard me, this shit been like, yeah, words can't even explain. This shit been stamped like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How'd you feel when you saw him starting to actually blow?
I was happy for him. You heard me? Shit, I was happy for him. He's my big cousin, you heard me?
Yeah, when you seen him in O Block though, did it hit a little different? You know what I'm saying?
Who, Bang?
Yeah.
What you say, do it hit a little different?
Yeah, like.
Why you say hit a little different?
Not like that. Not like. He like did it hit it like, you know, he was at, I feel like at a point, you know, when you start getting to work with the Lil Durks of the world, you know what I'm saying, and just artists of that caliber, like you on another, you've made it.
Are you talking about Dirt?
Right.
Oh, how did I feel when he like that song with Dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy for him. That's the one. You know what I'm saying? We got us one.
Right.
That's how I felt. We got us one.
Right. Right. It feel like when. I like that, you know, because everybody don't feel like that, bro. Everybody, believe it or not, everybody don't feel like, man, when one person in the team win, we all winning. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
Yeah, because that's how it is. Unless you feeling another way, yeah, and then that's when the go left, because you don't feel like we are winning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which we is.
Right.
You know
Right. Sure. Y'all still maintain a relationship and whatnot?
Who, me and Bang?
Yeah.
I just told you we talked the other day. I just told you we talk every day. You know what I'm saying? We talk every other day. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real shit.
Right. I'm for the camera though. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. You know
You just had a show yesterday.
Yeah. Well, we saw Bang and Young Boys Camp come together to do the toy drive in Baton Rouge last year, and with everybody in Chicago kind of pushing the piece to see that collab was very big. When you heard about it, like, were you a part of it? You know what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't out there.
Okay. Well, when you heard about it, how did you feel about it?
I was like, good. Let's get these kids some toys. Let's get to make sure these kids good for what it was, Christmas.
I believe it was Christmas.
Let's make sure these kids got some toys for Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was it a thing like an all rapper invited type situation?
I don't know. Did they? I don't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah. I don't know what was going on with that situation.
Right.
You heard something about that? They would invite everybody?
I feel like well, I interviewed Tech. He was like he was happy to see it and he would have came, you know what I'm saying, if he had got the invite. I mean, I didn't know if it was exclusive, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I didn't get an invite. Yeah, I didn't get an invite.
Right. I saw you did a song with Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
And Boosie, you know, I believe he's named like 2 of his kids after your father, so they had a relationship at one point. How was your relationship with Boosie growing up?
He was shit. I was around him too. You know what I'm saying?
Was everybody just around? Like, what was going on?
Nah, I used to go with him. Like, I used to go over to his house. Like weeks, like on the weekend, or go to his house for this week, or these 2 weeks, or go over here for this weekend and go on the road with him for this weekend or something. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
Yeah. Like how did like y'all get that relationship?
That shit just happened. I was born, I guess. Well, he came got me.
Yeah. You feel like he held it down for you while your father passed, and him being a friend of your father's and a big rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A couple years he did it. Yeah.
Sure. I saw at one point, you kind of spoke about him, and then I seen y'all came back, did the song. What was that? The reason for you speaking out about him, and then how did y'all resolve that?
That's how I was feeling at the time. You heard me? That's how I was feeling. You heard me? And we got past that shit. Yeah. And that is what it is.
I noticed, like, with people from Louisiana, like, when y'all feel some type of way, like, you gonna let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Man.
I don't hold nothing. If I feel on something, I'm speaking. Yeah.
Right. Well, with you and him having y'all's own relationship, the history between him and your father, I saw the back and forth. I just got to bring it up because it was on the internet, though. But I seen you and Tootie made diss songs going back and forth with each other. Was that situation ever resolved?
Yeah. The day I talked to him, I talked to him too.
Okay. What was it initially about to where y'all going as far as the putting it on the wax? You know what I'm saying?
Man, honestly, I don't even want to get into this. This shit is what it is. Nigga left it there.
Right.
I said what I said. Let that shit be that.
Right.
Yeah.
Will y'all ever make music again?
Me and him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably most definitely probably got some shit finna drop.
I feel like the Baton Rouge scene now, like, not even including the people who like blew to another level, but like even the young and up and comings, like, how are y'all producing so much talent out of this small town? Like, the town is like this big, but everybody is getting views. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of views consistently.
We got a lot of talented people from our section. Well, not our section, but we got a lot of talented people from our city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, who would you say is your top 5 currently out of BR?
Out of BR?
Yeah.
Including me?
Including you.
Alright, me.
No, not including you. Not including you. You can't include yourself in your top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. Let me see. See, last time I ain't had no top 5. I still don't got no top 5. Besides my niggas, you heard me?
Right.
You heard me? Bang Yo, you know what I'm saying? Them the main ones, you know what I'm saying? Bang Yo, that's all I listen to. You heard me? My
right.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. Overstood.
Yeah. I don't fuck with too many.
Right on. You said you got 2 tapes coming out. What?
I got like 2 projects about to drop. You hear me? I got BHY. I got BHY 2 about to drop. I dropped the first BHY originally before I got signed.
When you keep saying signed, you say you're not signed to Fredo. Like, what are you signed to?
I got signed to an actual label. I got signed to an actual label like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah.
So how did that come about?
What you mean? How did that come about?
Getting signed.
They found me. They thought I had talent, and that's how that shit happened. But yeah, I got 2 tapes finna come out. You hear me? I got a BHY 2. I got BHY 2 finna drop. Like I was saying, I I dropped BHY. I dropped the BHY before I got signed. I dropped the BHY 1, the original BHY. I'm finna double back and drop a 2 before I drop a EP called, you might as well say it's a tape 2, but before I drop an EP called Pain Turn Me Evil. You heard me? This EP gonna be nothing but melodic and different shit, like just running you about my life, you know what I'm saying? Even though I put my life in all of my music, but this is gonna be like a different sound, you know what I'm saying, that they gonna hear from me, if you get what if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, and BHY 2 just gonna be like a rerun of the first one, you know what I'm saying, but like improve, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
What's up with that melodic sound now? You know, like I feel like back in the day, you know, you just had bars coming. Like you hear that old Boosie Webby Big Head to trill, like it's like bars. Now in Baton Rouge, like it's a lot of singing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like what's
I don't know, I ain't a singer. I just express my feelings in my music. I don't know about the singing.
Right. No, just show, man. So anything that you want to let your fans know, people watching, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't going nowhere, you heard me, no time soon, you heard me, and I got a whole bunch of shit about to drop, you heard me, I just hope y'all ready. That's it.
For sure.
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.